If you're a personal trainer and you have a client with shoulder pain, you're gonna wanna watch this video. We're gonna take you through the Show Up Fitness assessment protocol if a client has shoulder discomfort. Number one, you must have a physical therapist on your team. You're gonna wanna screen your client via the PAR-Q first. Ask questions. How did it happen? When did it happen? How long has it been going on? A lot of our clients will experience shoulder discomfort because they've been pressing overhead for years and it's just uncomfortable. If it was acute, your client was playing pickleball or baseball and they threw something really hard, or there was acute trauma to it, there was a blow, like a contusion, and you heard a pop, or if there was swelling, if it's radiating, you want to refer out to your physical therapist. We can do a lot within our scope, but you want to be able to assess first to see if we can take them through the next portion, which will be some soft tissue and some exercise. So I'm going to have Megan see if she can do the 2 simple screens first. Can you get your arms above your head? And if you see something like this, it's probably a torn rotator cuff muscle. That's when you want to refer out if they cannot get it above parallel. We've done a lot of soft tissue certifications. With our partnership with Lifetime, we go to their gyms and teach their trainers. Part of the soft tissue certification, we will screen people. So here's an example of someone over here who was unable to get their arm above and they actually had a torn rotator cuff. Obviously, you would not do anything to that individual. For Megan here, she passed those first 2 screens. Megan passed the first screen, which is getting your hand overhead. The second screen we like to do, can you put your hand on the opposite side, touch your scapula, and bring it above parallel? If there's a little bit of discomfort, or if there's someone who has a lot of musculature and there's no discomfort, that's fine. If you can't get it above parallel, that's a red flag. You don't want to refer out. So she's good on both of those. The next test, she's gonna face me. Can you put your hand on the small of your back and lift it off without any discomfort? If there's slight, it's okay. If you can't do it, that's a bad sign. Again, probably a torn rotator cuff, labral issue. I don't know, I'm not a therapist, but it's gonna be within our scope if you can get it off. And then the last test is what we call a break test. On the good arm, you're gonna go through the empty beer can test. Unfortunately, if you had to pour a beer out, you're going to rotate your thumb down, which is gonna give us about 10 to 15 degrees. We don't wanna have it flat on the thigh because we would be just testing the very weak supraspinatus, and that would not be optimal. It's at a mechanical disadvantage. So the thumb puts it at a better position. Test the good arm first, which will be this one. She's gonna drive into my hand, so she knows what it's like, and then you're gonna do it on the bad arm. And she's gonna drive in the transverse plane. If your client were to press and they have to step back, they break, not gonna mess with that. That's not in our scope. The soft tissue stuff will not work. We wanna refer out to our physical therapist. Now that we've tested the 4 screens, she's good to go. We're gonna take a deeper look into shoulder flexion. The glenohumeral joint and the scapulothoracic work in juxtaposition with one another. For every 2 degrees that the glenohumeral joint is going to go through, we should get 1 for the scapulothoracic, roughly 180 degrees. You put your thumb out because we're gonna test to 160, that's what the general population should be able to get to. So if we're coming through flexion as she's doing here, this would be a negative test, which is good. So she was able to get through the full range of motion because she could touch her thumbs to the bench. You could also do it on a wall. We just don't want to have a ton of an anterior tilt here. We're looking for thoracic extension and flexion issues. So a positive test, meaning she is not able to pass it, she's going to come up and then she's going to be able, that's as far as she can get. Or maybe she has an anterior tilt. So if she's not able to get to the table or the wall, we would want to then get into some soft tissue work. So for the first soft tissue drill, we're going to get a foam roller. You can get a PVC pipe if you want to get a little more aggressive. You're going to go right below the scapula. Give yourself a nice big hug. We're really big into trainer engagement at Show Up, so she's going to hinge up, and I'm going to rock her back and forth. And we're going to do this for a good 30 seconds. And then what I want her to do next is to come up slightly, put your hands full in front of you. I want full protraction, straight up. And then let's see if we can get our elbows behind. So we're just doing some mobility drills here. You do 5 or 10 of those repetitions. Make sure your client's neck is nice and neutral. Come back. And this is the second part. So soft tissue first, and then you get into this drill. Good. The first drill that we're going to do that's really great for the scapula as well as just shoulder mobility is we're going to get into a plank, protract, and you're going to bring the foam roller back and forth. It's a great anterior and core. This is a really great drill because it's going to fire up your anterior core, which is good for pelvis stability, but then also the scapulas. Try to get 15 to 30 seconds. You can rest by going to your knees, 10, 15 seconds, and then do it again. 2 rounds, 15 to 30 seconds, and then you're going to go into the other drills. And the second drill that we're going to do is upside down kettlebell press and rotation. So she's going to externally rotate with control, internally rotate, and then we're going to press up and come back down. Nice and control, 5 to 10 repetitions. It's great to be by her side because there will be some instability in there. If you need to protect the client's face, make sure that you're ready to catch it. Great drill to really open up that scapulothoracic as well as glenohumeral joint. If you liked today's video, make sure to like and subscribe. Participate in our weekend seminars with our partnership with Lifetime. We have 3 certifications online, but also in person to level you up from your textbook certification. If you want to become elite, it's all about showing up.